Hey guys, today we are at Dollywood for the opening of the Harvest Festival. Directly behind us is Celebration Hall. They have a harvest buffet in there. It's $24.99 for adults. We're going to take you in and show you everything they offer, try a few items, and then you can decide if this looks like a place you want to eat while you're here at Dollywood. So are you ready, Bobby?
I'm ready.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's enter Dollywood and head on back to the country fair. And on our way, we will stop and look at a couple things. Let's take off. We have arrived at the country fair. This is where the buffet is. We're going to head down over the hill and show it to you. So let's go down here and show you where the buffet is at. It's not open yet. It's around 10:30 right now. Here it is, Celebration Buffet. Right back in here. Right inside here. Celebration Hall Buffet, $24.99 for adults, children $12.99. There's gluten-free, vegan, and vegetarian items on this menu. All right, let's head in to the buffet. The hours of the Harvest Buffet are 11 to 8, and they are open from September 9th till October 28th. A drink is included in this buffet, and they serve Coke products. Come up to this table, get your fork, spoon, and knife. Have some mustard, Sweet Baby Ray's, ketchup, salt, and pepper. Come back here, get your buffet, and then pick your seat. Now they have new tablecloths this year. Look at the paper towel holders. This one is a horse. Something else about coming into this buffet: portable heaters if it's cold outside, or you can avoid the rain, or if you're really hungry, this is an all-you-can-eat. You can eat as much as you want, and you can get out of the sun also. Gonna get you a plate or a bowl for your soup and salad. Now let's get started looking at it. Mac and cheese, creamy mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole and Southern country ham green beans, Smoky Mountain succotash with brown butter glazed carrots, pasta salad. Looks like they have balsamic and ranch dressing, and a salad. Freshly baked yeast rolls, Smoky Mountain braised beef stew, Southern fried chicken legs, hot dog buns, There's Nathan hot dogs and garlic herb roasted pork loin. Warm apple cobbler, brownies, and chocolate chip cookies. All right, Bobby's first round, she's starting off with Smoky Mountain Braised Beef Stew. It's home-style beef stew with rustic vegetables and russet potatoes. See some carrots in there also, and some onions.
Sweet potato casserole.
It's topped with cinnamon, pecans, and walnuts.
Creamy mashed potatoes. Succotash.
And the succotash has Brussels sprouts, butternut squash, button mushrooms, roasted corn, red peppers, and pearl onions.
And fried chicken.
That's southern fried chicken. All right, let's get started.
Start off with the beef stew. Those big pieces of meat and potatoes and carrots. Some celery. John, you'll have to get a bowl of this. That meat is so tender, has a great beef flavor. The celery and carrots and potatoes are very tender. This will be a great item at the end of the season, I think, when it's a little cooler.
Big pieces of beef in there too.
One of my favorite things to eat with beef stew is peanut butter sandwiches. I noticed they had rolls up there, but no peanut butter.
You're out of luck. But the beef stew is very good without it.
By itself. Let's try some of the mashed potatoes. Those are creamy. It's got a lot of butter flavor to it. These are not instant. They're real potatoes, but they come in a bag. Want to try the sweet potato casserole? This is a great side item for the fall. Those are really good. They're sweet with that cinnamon flavor, some brown sugar. The potatoes are soft. The pecans are chopped up pretty fine.
And there's supposed to be walnuts in there also.
Got some succotash.
Got a Brussels sprout on there.
And a pearl onion. I love all the vegetables together. I mainly got the pearl onions and Brussels sprouts. Those are pretty big sized Brussels sprouts too, aren't they?
They are. And you got a little bit of corn in there, but I don't see any squash. And you love squash, Bobby. You should have picked some of that out in there.
That just means I have to go get some more. Another great fall item. Southern fried chicken.
Let's take a look at that. Looks crispy.
If you like crispy fried chicken, this is it. It's very well coated. There's a little hint of black pepper, but it's not overly spicy from it. The inside's very tender.
Maybe I'll have to get one of those myself.
They have some smaller ones too, but I picked up a bigger one this time.
Need chicken breast up there, but I know that costs too much.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at my first round. I got the southern fried chicken leg, the garlic herb roasted pork loin, some mac and cheese, freshly baked yeast roll, and southern country style green beans that have ham and Vidalia onions in them. It all looks pretty good. Let's try it. You convinced me to try this chicken, Bobby. I'm going right there where all that crispiness is. That's definitely tender. It's crispy, not overly crispy. I can taste the salt and pepper and that seasoning that they're using on it. I could eat a bunch of these. I'm not going to, but I could. They're very good. Now let's go with the mac and cheese. Got some of the crunchy part on the top where it's baked in there. This is very cheesy. I like the top of it, the little crispiness of that. It's a mild to medium cheddar flavor. It's creamy, noodles are prepared well. They did a good job on the mac and cheese. Now let's try these southern green beans. I'm gonna get this big piece of ham with it. There we go. These are very soft green beans. Now I could really taste that piece of ham when I bit into that one because you saw how big it was. It was tender, a little bit of saltiness to it. I get more of an onion flavor in the broth more than anything else. I mean, I know it was cooked in with this ham, but the onion flavor is really coming through. Pretty good green beans, especially if you like soft green beans. Now let's try this pork loin. Plastic silverware. Cut pretty easy with the plastic. You can see the seasoning on top of that. I think you can see it. Can you see it through the camera, Bobby?
Mm-hmm.
This is a little chewy. It's not overly chewy. Maybe a little drier than I would want it to be. I mean, it's not bad. It says it's garlic herb. I don't taste any garlic. I need something to go with it.
They had this up there. Good thing I picked you up on.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to dip it in. Not saying it's bad. It's just not the best I've ever had. And it says garlic, but I don't get any garlic. I like the chicken, I think, better than this. And a freshly baked yeast roll. It's like a hard roll. It's pretty good. A little crispiness on the outside, a little softer on the inside. Get you a little chew out of this. It's not going to melt in your mouth, but a yeast roll is a harder roll. Still pretty good.
Round two, I'm going with the brown butter glazed carrots. It has butter, brown sugar, and honey in it. I already tried the succotash. That was good, so I had to get some more of that. The fried chicken and a salad with balsamic vinaigrette. Try the carrots. I like the carrots. They're firm. They're not as sweet as I thought they would be because it said it had brown sugar in it. I get more of the flavor from the honey and butter. They're very good.
And you made me try a piece of them.
I
don't really like carrots.
Did you like them?
They're not bad. I mean, you're right about the sweetness. I couldn't taste a lot of the brown sugar. They taste fresh though.
They do.
But I'm still not going to get them.
Let's try the salad. This is bag lettuce. I like the dressing. It's a balsamic vinaigrette, so it's a little tangy. They also had a ranch up there.
I'm not getting the salad, Bobby. I just thought of something. But that's not a big buffet, but I broke my rule again of not eating bread. But that was a small roll.
I never even thought about that.
I just thought of it just now when I told you about not eating the salad.
So it's okay, but I broke
guess.
the rule too. I had to try because some people like knowing what kind of dressings they have and what they taste like.
You normally get ranch.
I know, that's why I wanted to try something different.
We wanted to try everything they had up there, so I got the Nathan's all-beef hot dog on a New England style bun. Got some more mac and cheese, pasta salad, and I got some of this beef stew. So I love the beef that's in it. Kind of picked just that out. All right, let's try it. Not much to talk about. It's a Nathan's all-beef hot dog, probably my favorite, but I think I prefer these type of buns better than the regular hot dog buns.
I do too.
Let's try it. They had ketchup and mustard up there. Been nice if they had some cut up onions to put on that. Or how about some homemade hot dog chili?
That would
Guess
be
you
good.
can't get it all, Bobby.
You can.
You guys all know what a Nathan's hot dog tastes like. Strong beef flavor. I'm assuming that these are up there maybe for kids. Because I would have liked to have had a different type of meat than a hot dog, but they probably put those up there in case you have a family that comes in and doesn't like a lot of this stuff. You can get them some hot dogs. They can eat as many hot dogs as they want. Try the pasta salad, and I brought an olive back for you to try, Bobby.
Thank you.
The main thing about that, the noodles are prepared well. That's about all you can say about it. And it has a nice Italian dressing on top of it. You can really taste that. And probably the hit for the day would be this beef stew with all this beef in it. That beef is just so tender. Out of everything we tried up there, we'll say it now, the beef stew is my favorite. The beef part of the beef stew, minus the carrots.
I chose the warm apple cobbler. Big pieces of apple.
Really big pieces. Looks like they're soft too.
Get some of that and there. It's a big bite. It's a very good dessert. The crust is flaky. The apples were soft. It's just a little sweet. You get a little hint of the cinnamon, but not overly sweet. The apples are still warm. The only thing that would make this better would be some vanilla ice cream.
Maybe they can wheel down a soft serve machine and put it right next to the buffet.
Just some ideas.
If you're watching this, maybe remember that for next time. But probably it would cost more. I brought you a cookie, Bobby. I don't know if you need it or not. If you don't need it, I guess I'll have to eat it. Look at all those chocolate chips in there. Man, the chocolate chips are coming through on that. This reminds me of those, what is it, the Keebler or soft cookies? This one's just a little crispy around the edges, but soft all throughout. But the chocolate chips are very good. Now let's try this brownie. And as soon as I picked it up, my fingers went into it. That's how soft it is. Ice cream would go well with this. I think this is going to be very good. I could eat a bunch of these. Now there's no chocolate chips on the inside, but you talk about a fudgy flavor. This has it, and it is so soft. Just like I said, when I picked it up, my fingers went in it. Has to be freshly baked.
And there's no nuts or anything in this, right?
Nothing, because a lot of times you get these brownies that have little bits of chocolate chips in them. This doesn't have any of those. I like the cookie, but I like this even better. I'd come in here and just eat these all day. Take a look at our receipt. The 2 buffets were $24.99, came to $49.98. We saved $7.50 with our gold pass. So we have a grand total of $47.05 with tax. We just left Celebration Hall after trying out their Harvest Buffet. What did you think about it, Bobby?
I thought they had a really nice variety to choose from. I enjoyed everything I tried, but what stood out the most to me was the beef stew. The meat was so tender, had a great beef flavor, had big chunks of potatoes and carrots and celery. The fried chicken was crispy. I enjoyed the apple cobbler. Your drink is included in the buffet price, so that's a plus because a lot of times you have to pay extra for a drink. I like the location of the buffet because you're covered from the sun or the rain, and you have the heat lamps if it's a little cold outside. So overall, I had a great experience.
The buffet is from September 9th to October 28th for $24.99 adult. It includes your drink, so that's going to save you money from going to other places in the park. If you have a pass or a season pass here, get a discount off of it. I enjoyed everything I had today. The thing that stuck out the most for me was the beef stew and the chicken legs. They were very good. The pork loin, I've had better pork loin here at Dollywood. That one was just a little dry. The mac and cheese and green beans were outstanding. And those brownies, those were some of the best brownies I've ever had. They were fudgy and so soft. And they had Nathan hot dogs on here for the kids. I kind of wish they maybe would have added one more meat item instead of the hot dogs. I know the hot dogs are on there for the kids to come to the buffet, but for adults, maybe just have one more meat. So what we did today is we showed you everything they had, tried a few things, told you what it cost. Now you can decide if this looks like an option for you here at Dollywood.
So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yeah, so until we meet again,
J&B have left the building.